starting all of our intros at 7:05, so we're good to go. We're almost ready.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the LI Sports Network live from Farmingdale State College in Farmingdale, New York. It is the Bryan Bonin Grand Slam Challenge, celebrating the Long Island Senior All-Stars, the best Long Island has to offer. The Nassau All-Stars will be taking on the Suffolk County All-Stars. And I would once again like to say good evening, everybody. I am Dylan Flynn on behalf of the LI Sports Network. Nassau looking to even up the all-time series 8-aside. Suffolk currently leading 8-7 here in the Bryan Bonin Grand Slam Challenge as we honor the former Comac baseball head coach who tragically passed away just a year ago with a battle against cancer. The lineups for tonight as we get the umpire meetings going. Tim Hennig going to be leading off for Nassau, playing third base from Wantagh. Mike Sweeney will be batting second, playing second. Eric Paulson batting third, playing first. Evan Bashnagel batting fourth, playing right. Charlie Emoff DHing, batting fifth. Matt Diegues EHing, batting sixth. Paul Napolitano batting seventh, playing short. Sean Britt batting eighth, playing left. Joe Yavino catching, batting ninth. And rounding out the order, James Eden playing center field, batting 10th. For the Suffolk All-Stars, Jack Friend going to lead things off, playing third base. Thomas Charlwood is going to bat second. He's going to EH Chris McHugh. The AA Suffolk champs, the Long Island champs. Comac is going to bat third, play short. Dom Carbone batting fourth. He's going to DH. Chris Carson going to play center, bat fifth. Brady Clark hits sixth, plays first. Anthony Scarabino batting seventh, going to play right. Aiden Murphy, another Comac player, batting eighth, playing second. Jake Acker going to hit ninth, do the catching. And Kyle Engman is going to round it out, hitting 10th, playing left. Currently doing all-star introductions, going through the Nassau lineup. Pitching matchup tonight, Andrew Koshy of Kellenberg going to take on Charlie West of Ward Melville. Two of the best arms here on Long Island. And we'll get into some of those other really good arms that Long Island has to offer, including one intriguing name that could potentially be getting picked in the first round of the Major League Baseball draft later this summer. We'll touch on that and a whole lot more as we take in the Bryan Bonin Grand Slam Challenge here on the LI Sports Network.
For Nassau County, from Kellenberg, number 18, Andrew Koshy. The head coach of the Nassau County team is Ciro Ambrosio. He is assisted by Rich Hess, Sean Manning, John Gibber-Gidzy, and Dan Luisi. And the bat boy for Nassau County is young Kyle Gibber-Gidzy. And now the reserves from the Suffolk team. Ryan Muskoff from Hills West. Daniel Madsen from Babylon. Christian Alisea from St. John the Baptist. Joey Damana from Comac. Chris Batuyos from Mount Sinai. Justin Lagernick from Hills West. And Jason DeCaro from St. Anthony's. Frank Romano from West Islip. Nick Rizzo from East Islip. Riley Mars from Center Moriches. And now here's the starting lineup for Suffolk County. Leading off the third baseman from Ward Melville, number 7, Jack Friend. Batting second, the extra hitter, number 6 from Lindenhurst, Thomas Charlwood.
Batting third, the shortstop, number 14 from Comac, Chris McHugh. Cleaning up, the designated hitter, number 11 from Rocky Point, Tom Carbone. Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 4 from Lindenhurst, Chris Carson. Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 13 from Bayport Blue Point, Brady Clark. Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 5 from Connecticut, Anthony Serafino. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 2 from Comac, Aiden Murphy. Batting ninth, behind the plate, number 1 from St. Denis, Jake Acker. Batting 10th, the left fielder, number 3 from Durham Lady River, Kyle Engman. And on the mound for Suffolk County from Ward Melville, number 10, Charlie West. Today's honorary game captain for Suffolk County from PacMed, Josh Knopf. The head coach of the Suffolk County team is Matt Salmon. He is assisted by Dwayne Page, Josh Gudis, Paul Marcelano, and Casey McKay. The umpires for today's game are behind the plate, Tom Major, at first base, Rich Maggio, at second base, Tom Clare, and at third base, Aaron Gordon. Adam Gordon, excuse me. And now singing the national anthem will be performed by Isabella Grace Francisco.
Beautiful rendition done of our nation's anthem by Isabella Grace Francisco. I want to say once again, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the LI Sports Network. I am Dylan Flynn. And we are almost set to go here at the Bryan Bonin Grand Slam Challenge live from Farmingdale State College. Beautiful facility, nice crowd on hand to take this one in. And what you will be witnessing is the best Long Island has to offer. We'll hopefully have a couple special guests come join us up here, talk about the meaning of this game and how great it is and how great these players are. Just everything that this season has had to offer for Long Island baseball. A lot of good stuff coming out of this season. A lot of fun and exciting stuff. And a lot more fun and exciting stuff sure to come here at Farmingdale.
Tonight's ceremonial first pitch will be thrown out by Bayport Blue Point head coach Jim Mochio. Coach Mochio recently stepped down from his position at Bayport Blue Point High School after 24 seasons at the helm. He has made a lasting impact on the players he has coached. In his tenure, he has amassed 383 wins, 2 New York State titles, 5 Suffolk County championships, 10 league championships. And he was honored 2 times as a New York State Coach of the Year, 4 times as a Suffolk County Coach of the Year, and 6 times as a league Coach of the Year. Thank you, Coach Mochio, for your devotion and passion to the game. It has challenged, inspired, and strengthened all of your players. You have left a mark, and they will be forever grateful. Coach, the pitch is yours. Thank you, Coach, and best of luck in whatever comes next for you.
A nice tribute paid there to the now former coach of the Bayport Blue Point Bombers. You probably heard over the PA system all of those accolades collected by Jim Mochio, who we will hope is one of the special guests that will come join us up here and talk a little bit about this event. It was Brady Clark that caught that first pitch. Probably could have done a little better job of framing it for his coach, but you know, he's got time to work on that. And with that, the Suffolk All-Stars have taken the field. Charlie West getting the start here for Suffolk County. Jake Acker will be behind the plate. We'll take a look at the defense behind West as he takes his warm-ups. Left to right in the outfield, Kyle Engman. Center field, Chris Carson. And in right field, Anthony Scarabino. In the infield, third first, Jack Friend, Chris McHugh, Aiden Murphy. As we just touched on, Brady Clark with his little bit of shaky framing. Left-hander from Ward Melville, Charlie West, will be going to UConn in the fall. He no-hit Smithtown East this season, 16 strikeouts, and last night was awarded the Paul Gibson Award as the top pitcher in Suffolk County.
On the mound for Suffolk County.
So the Nassau All-Stars are going to have their hands full within the first couple innings here, depending on how far West will go. Obviously a strong resume for West. And this is a nice addition to it, getting the nod here at Farmingdale in the Bryan Bonin Grand Slam Classic Challenge. Excuse me.
Lead off. The top of the first inning for Nassau County. Third baseman, number 4 from Nassau, Tim Hennig.
Tim Hennig will do the leadoff work as he steps into the box. West is ready, Hennig is ready. We are ready here on the LI Sports Network. First pitch is in the dirt, and we are underway. Bryan Bonin Grand Slam Challenge after a 2-year hiatus is back. And we are so happy to be bringing it to you here on the LI Sports Network. Once again, I am Dylan Flynn. An overcast night here, a little cool. Had some thunderstorms before. We thought those passed. There's some blue to our right, but the clouds look like they're impending rain, so hopefully that holds off for us. We are able to get this one in as West falls behind Hennig here, 3-0. There's a strike from West. Fastball on the outside corner. Count now 3-1. That catches a piece as well, and the count worked full as West has come back here with back-to-back strikes. Payoff. Fouled away, and we'll do it again. If you're within the area and like to come on down, join in the fun, join the nice crowd on hand here. It's going to be a 50-50 raffle. There's food trucks and there's memorabilia to be sold, so please come join us at Farmingdale State College here in Farmingdale, New York. As West's next pitch is outside, Hennig draws the leadoff walk.
Batting second, the second baseman, number 7 from Chaminade, Mike Sweeney.
Mike Sweeney next to the plate. Going to be going to Hofstra in the fall. This pitch inside and hits him. So early on, West in a little bit of trouble here. First and second after the hit by pitch. And that'll bring Eric Paulson up to the plate for Nassau. Paulson has some good memories here at Farmingdale. He goes to Massapequa High School, going to be heading off to Stony Brook in the fall. Hit a walk-off grand slam here at Farmingdale to win the Nassau Championship and send his team to a 6th straight Long Island Championship game. An absolutely unbelievable stretch for the Massapequa High School baseball team. Paulson hit 4 home runs in the county finals. He had 9 on the season. We might see him on the mound a little bit later. Going to be starting at first, as West's first pitch is outside. Another pitch outside from West, having a little bit of trouble with command early on here. Hennig dancing off second. Definitely not helping West. Tough for that left-handed pitcher to give a look back at second base. Almost has to look over his shoulder. Deals a strike there to Paulson. So definitely not a comfortable at bat here with a lethal hitter at the plate. Some speed on second. And West not having to look in the right direction to try and keep Hennig close. Hennig dancing. Gets a little too far off for West's liking. And he is chased back. And Acker wants to go talk it over with his left-hander. Chris McHugh, the Comac Cougars, out at short, helped chase Hennig back. Paulson lifts one into the air, in center. Backing up is Carson. He makes the catch. Hennig tags. Runner from first, Sweeney also tags. Good base running there from Mike Sweeney to get himself into scoring position with 1 out. And a job well done by Eric Paulson as he moves up the runners. Up to the plate.
Evan Bashnagel.
Bashnagel goes to Chaminade, committed to Maine. Bashnagel, the first player in Chaminade history with 3 home runs in 1 game. He did that this season, and he lines this one to short. Might have gotten off the end of the bat. Perhaps a little bit of jam job. And McHugh makes the catch for the second out. A big out there for West on the first pitch of the at-bat. Now 1 pitch away from escaping this trouble. He's going to have to get through Charlie Emoff.
Batting 5th, the designated hitter, number 5 from Calhoun, Charlie Emoff.
Emoff from Calhoun, going to Malloy. Calhoun was the Class A runner-up. Lost to division in the finals. Calhoun also hit a walk-off grand slam to go to the county finals. They did that against Mepham on their home field. A lot of dramatics in this season's postseason. On the Nassau side of things, from the Paulson Grand Slam to the Calhoun Grand Slam. It was a fun few weeks here on Long Island. Bashnagel ahead 1-0 in the count. Or excuse me, Emoff. Make a correction, it's 1-2 now after he swung through that high fastball. West looking to work out of the jam here. Second and third, 2 outs, sets at the belt, deals. That one is upstairs. It was a leadoff walk by Tim Hennig, a hit by pitch on Mike Sweeney. Created the first and second jam. Paulson's fly ball to center, moved the runners up. Looked like Nassau was going to have something going early here. But a line out to short has given West an opportunity to bail himself out. But now the count full here on Imhoff. Payoff pitch. Strike 3 looking. What a bounce back there for Charlie West. Escapes the jam with no damage, retiring the last 3 batters. Fly ball, line out, and a strikeout looking. So after a half inning.
Nassau on the top of the first inning. No runs on no hits.
No runs, no hits.
2 runners left on
no
base.
errors.
We move to the bottom
Suffolk
of the first inning.
coming to bat here on the LI Sports Network.
Fans, a reminder that the 50-50 raffle will be sold at the end of the first, third, and fifth innings. $10 for an arm's length. The drawing will be during the 7th inning stretch. You must be present to win. All proceeds will go to the Bryan Bonin Foundation. Memorabilia provided by the coaches' collectible tables are located outside of the first base dugout. Silent auction and items are for sale. Portion of the proceeds will go to the Bryan Bonin Foundation. And you can also visit the No Good Burger Truck for food and drink. Portions of the proceeds will also go to the Bryan Bonin Foundation. On the mound for Nassau County, right-hander from Kellenberg, number 18, Andrew Koshi.
Andrew Koshi getting the start on the mound for the Nassau All-Stars. Going to face Jack Friend, Thomas Charlwood, and Chris McHugh here in the first inning.
Bottom of the first inning for Suffolk County, the third baseman, number 7 from Ward Melville, Jack Friend.
Jack Friend out of Ward Melville, going to be heading up to Maine in the fall. Starting at third base tonight. Going to look to get Suffolk off on the right foot. Here at the Bryan Bonin Grand Slam Challenge. First pitch from Koshi is a strike. Koshi himself out of Kellenberg. He's going to be going to Wake Forest in the fall. He sits around 90. And he shows it there as he makes quick work of Friend. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, sending Jack Friend back to the dugout early.
Second, the extra hitter from Lindenhurst, number 6, Thomas Charlwood.
Thomas Charlwood out of Lindenhurst, going to St. Thomas Aquinas in the fall. A nice breaking pitch for strike 1 out of Koshi. Talked about how West was awarded the Paul Gibson Award last night at the Suffolk County Awards. Charlwood was also given an award, the Blue Chip Prospect Silver Slugger, given to the top hitter in Suffolk County. He hit 7 home runs, hit .551 with 31 RBIs and 43 runs scored as he fouls this one away. Next pitch from Koshi, flown out to left field. Going back here is Britt. Now he comes in, settles under it, and makes the catch. Quick work here from Andrew
Batting
Koshi.
third, the shortstop, number 14 from Comac, Chris
Different
McHugh.
feel from the first inning. Offensively from Nassau, who threatened, could not push anything across. A nice job by West to settle in and get out of it, as this one hits McHugh in the back. A little payback there for Mike Sweeney.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter number 11 from Rocky Point, Dom Carbone.
Dom Carbone now going to step up, doing the DHing tonight. At a Rocky Point. He's going to go into Coastal Carolina in the fall. He was the 2021 league MVP for Rocky Point. He swings and misses there. Before I could get a word out about McHugh, he was plunked, now stands on first. Breaking ball misses to Carbone. McHugh from Comac going to VCU in the fall. He's part of the New York Class AA runner-up team. At the state championship levels, a nice catch out there at shortstop by Paul Napolitano. Just kind of flared the glove out, made the catch. And that'll do it for the first inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, one left on. After one full inning, 0-0 here at the Bryan Bonin Grand Slam Challenge.
One runner left on base. We move ahead to the top of the second, still scoreless.
Rain starting to fall here at Farmingdale. Fortunately, a turf field, so it will hold up against the conditions. Just really a matter of how bad does it get, and will there be lightning?
Off the top of the second inning, the extra hitter from Chaminade, number 13, Matt Diegas.
Matt Diegas is going to lead us off here in the top of the second. Scoreless, still looking for our first hit of the ball game. Off-speed pitch misses upstairs from West. Back out there for his second inning of work. Diegas going to be heading off to Fordham in the fall. Is West now behind 2-0.
Check the weather on your phone. What do you got?
Cell's coming through right now.
2-0 from West, inside. 3-0.
If it's lightning, they'll clear it. They'll clear it. They cleared us before. They cleared us before.
Looks like the heavy stuff is heading north of us, so we might.
West looking to avoid another leadoff walk. A 3-0 to Diegas. Swinging 3-0, cuts through it. Diegas and Chaminade with a 2 seed in the Catholic League this year. So he draws the walk. Lost to the eventual New York State Catholic champion Holy Trinity in the Catholic League Finals.
Batting seventh, the shortstop, number 10, from Kellenberg, Paul Napolitano.
Riley Morris getting loose in the Suffolk County bullpen. as West now has surrendered back-to-back leadoff walks. I'll bring Paul Napolitano up to the plate. First pitch, cut on and missed. Upstairs fastball. Napolitano, Kellenberg teammate of Koshi, going to be heading off to High Point University in the fall. West sets, checks the runner. Dieguez thought about it, decided not to, feigned the steal. Napolitano swung through another pitch and is behind 0-2. It'll be an 0-2 pitch here to Dieguez. West looking for a ground ball. Instead, he's going to get a strikeout. A big pitch there from the left-hander.
Batting eighth, the left fielder, number 6, from Southside, Sean Britt.
Sean Britt now from Southside, going to Towson in the fall. Was named co-MVP with Eric Paulson in last year's Access Invitational. The left-handed slugger. Put up some big power numbers this year for Southside. I'm sure Towson's very happy to have him as he lays off a first pitch breaking ball from West. Fans trying to brave the elements here. The rain continues to fall. Hopefully just a quick passing shower. We've had thunderstorms in the area all day today. Dieguez takes off. He's going to make it down there with no throw. Stolen base from Matt Dieguez. Moves himself into scoring position with 1 out. Sean Britt ahead 2-0. Still looking for the first hit of the game. Dieguez dancing off second. It's chased back. This pitch is outside, now 3-0. West deals this one low, gets away from Acker, but not far enough to let Dieguez advance. So Britt is on with a walk. The third free pass allowed by West here in this game. Joe Iovino now going to step up to the plate. Catching today from Division. It's going to be heading out to Elon in the fall. Division, the Nassau Class A champions. They went 27-2, didn't lose until they made it to the playoffs. And they lost to Beth Page, their other loss in the Long Island Championship game against West Babylon. So an impressive season from Division. Obviously not the result they wanted. Iovino grounds the first pitch foul outside of third. West looking for the ground ball here to get himself out of this jam. Nassau once again threatening, was not able to capitalize back in the first. Looking to try and capitalize here in the second. Dieguez continuing to dance. Now he goes. Throw to second for the trail runner is not in time. Double steal for Nassau. And they're once again set up second and third with 1 out. Next pitch from West, swung on and missed. For strike 3, Acker blocks it, checks the runner, makes the throw to first, and Iovino is retired. Another big strikeout there for West, his third.
Batting 10th, the center fielder, number 1 from MacArthur, James Eden.
Now James Eden will try to pick up his teammate and cash in on some runs here. Also trying to pick up the first hit of the ball game. Eden from MacArthur going to be heading out to Adelphi in the fall, so he'll be staying local and going to a great Division II baseball program. First pitch to Eden is upstairs. Took West 19 pitches to get through that first inning. It's going to be pitch number 17 for him here in the second inning. Pitch number 36 overall. Looking to try and once again Houdini his way out of a second and third jam with one out. Next pitch to Eden is a strike. Count even at 1. Next pitch, curveball, swung on and missed. Count 1-2. West again, one pitch away from getting out of another second and third jam, trying to keep this game scoreless, give his offense a chance to get on the board first. The 1-2, swung on and missed. He strikes out the side, and Charlie West has battled out of back-to-back second and third situations. The Paul Gibson Award winner has bared down here at the Bryan Bonin Grand Slam Challenge and has held Nassau scoreless through 2 innings.
And 2 runners left on base.
No runs, no hits, no errors. Again, 2 runners left on base. Inning and a half done. Still no score here at Farmingdale live on the LI Sports Network.
Yeah, the heavy stuff is just north of us.
I just have one of these guys out there. Right.
Well, surprise, you found him.
Leading off, the bottom of the second inning for Suffolk, the center fielder number 4 from Lindenhurst, Chris Carson.
Andrew Koshi back out to work here in the bottom of the second inning. Chris Carson will lead it off for Suffolk. Carson from Lindenhurst going to be joining Eric Paulson at Stony Brook as he flares this one down the left field line. It's going to dunk in fair. It's going to be cut off there by Sean Britt. Sliding into second is Chris Carson with a double, and there is your first hit. The Bryan Bonin Grand Slam Challenge. Through a one-hit shutout against Sayville this year to win the Conference 4. A big football player, too, as he led Bayport Blue Point football to their first ever championship. He won league MVP, playoff MVP, the Boomer Esiason Award, as well as the Hanson Award. So a very decorated football career for Brady Clark, along with this decorated baseball career. Clark will be heading to St. John's in the fall. Pitch from Koshi, tapped, back to the mound. Koshi off, thought about third, gonna change his mind, get the out at first. Smart play there from Koshi, takes the sure out, but it does allow Carson to move up to third. now with 1 out. Runner on third, it's Anthony
Right
Scarabino.
fielder number 5 from Connecticut, Anthony Scarabino.
Scarabino from Connecticut High School. Going to Albany in the fall. Grounds this one to second base, and Suffolk is going to get on the board first. And a missed throw here is going to allow Scarabino to go to second base. It slipped out of the hand of Sweeney at second. It's going to be an E4, and Scarabino will be on second base with 1 out. Not something you see every day. It looked like a routine ground ball. Turns into an E4.
Batting 8.
And gives Suffolk
second
now
baseman,
runner on
number 2
second,
from
1
Colmac,
out, with
Aiden
Aiden Murphy
Murphy.
coming up to the plate. Murphy, another part of that New York State runner-up team. A team that went further than any other team in Colmac baseball history. Colmac, the reason why we are here today. Bryan Bonin, coach of Colmac High School baseball from 2017 to 2021, until he was tragically taken from us too soon from a battle with melanoma just a year ago. Murphy going to be heading to Cortland in the fall. He went 3 for 5 in the state semis, a 9-0 victory. That sent Colmac to the state finals. Came up just short against Ketchum. Here's a pickoff to second base. Scarabino back in time. Very interestingly, Colmac threw a no-hitter in that state finals game, but lost 2-1 due to walks and errors. Just some unfortunate luck for the Colmac Cougars, who look to capture the school's first state championship. Falling just short against the league, the Section 1 champion, Roy C. Ketchum. Murphy swings and misses at that pitch count, now 2-1. Next pitch swung on and missed. I think the count was 2-2. So Murphy down on strikes. A big out there for Koshi.
Batting 9.
Now looking to get
Catcher
out of this
number 1 from Station East, Jake Acker.
little inning. Jake Acker going to step to the plate. Try to tack another run on for Suffolk. First pitch swung on and missed. Acker going to be heading over to Wesleyan University. Goes to Sachem East High School. Swings and fouls that one away. Acker, a very hard worker. Christian Aliseo, the backup catcher today for Suffolk. Pitcher Nick Rizzo. All attendants of a little gym in Hauppauge, New York, known as Belding Performance, run by Adam Belding himself, one of the best to do it on Long Island for athletic training, especially baseball, as this one hits Acker. He's going to be awarded first base.
Batting 10.
So if you're looking to
The left fielder, number 3 from Shore
strengthen
River,
yourself, strengthen your
Kyle
skills,
Inman.
go to a trusted source. Belding Performance, the place to go, especially if you play baseball or any sport for that matter. Adam can most certainly help you out, and it shows. He's got a couple products here in this All-Star game. Koshi now trying to escape first and second. Kyle Engman now in the box. Engman from Shoreham Wading River. Going to be going up to Mercy College in Westchester County this fall. Koshi looking to get out of it as Engman flies one down the left field line. It'll be foul out of play. Next pitch inside. Gets past Jovino all the way to the backstop. Had some trouble locating it. It's going to allow the runners to advance 90 feet each. I mean, now second and third, 2 outs for Suffolk County, looking to tack on to this 1-0 lead. Next pitch from Koshi is fouled right back. Broadcasters got to be on our toes now with foul balls coming back. A video Yankees broadcaster John Sterling went viral a couple days ago as he took a foul ball off the face, but continued to broadcast the game after taking that one for the team, as he said. Angman takes that pitch for strike 3, and that will do it for the bottom of the second. But Suffolk does strike first, scoring the first run on an Anthony Scarabino ground ball, scoring Chris Carson to take a 1-0 lead. In that inning,
For
1
Suffolk
hit,
County in the bottom of the second inning,
1 error,
run on 1
2
hit,
left.
1 error, 2 runners left on base. We move ahead to the top
After
of the
2
third.
innings, Suffolk
has
1,
taken a
Nassau
1-0
0
lead.
here at the Bryan Bonin Grand Slam Challenge, live on the LI Sports Network. So with the weather in the forecast, we have a little bit of a lightning delay, and while we're in delay, pleased to be joined by Colmac head coach Matt Salmon. First of all, Coach, congratulations on the successful season, taking this Colmac team further than any other team has in school history, state runner-up.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic accomplishment, and we were pulling for you guys the whole way. So
Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. It was a lot of fun for the boys, a lot of fun for the coaches, the whole school district. They just made everyone really proud. It was awesome.
yeah, you guys had a phenomenal season. And I mean, you were led by a couple of the guys that are here at the All-Star game, Chris McHugh, Aiden Murphy, just to name a few. I think you got one more here,
Yeah,
too, Joey D'Amata.
Yep.
Those guys were the top 3 in your order, and they had phenomenal seasons each.
Yeah. I mean, those guys just got it done offensively. Murphy, I think he hit 6 home runs during the regular season. Chris was just phenomenal for 3 years for us. And Joey was just, the same, man. He was outstanding. The whole lineup, 1 through 9 was a threat for us this year. So it was really good having those 3 guys at the top. I felt good about every time we came up,
Can you speak to the work that Evan Kay did in the postseason? 28 scoreless innings consecutively. What are you looking forward to seeing out of him come next year?
The 29th in a row would be nice. I don't know, man. I mean, Evan is a competitive kid. He's just, we inter-squad in practice, and you think he wins the World Series when his team wins. Every time he goes out there, every time he competes in anything, he'll cut you to beat you, And I just expect him to do the same thing. Go out there, compete, be completely confident in himself, be a great teammate, and just, do what he keeps doing, man.
What can you say about what this game means to Long Island baseball and what Bryan Bonin meant to Comac baseball itself?
Yeah, well, this game's awesome. These players right here, we got some really good players. I was looking at, where they're going to school and where they're committed to and some of their high school careers, man. These guys, Long Island baseball's pretty strong right now, and these kids are represented really well. As far as the second part of your question, I mean, Bryan Bonin really changed the face of Comac baseball. He came in, and it was a whirlwind the way he came in. He found out about 2 weeks before the season that he was going to be the new head coach. Brian's my best friend. He called me up, asked me, can you be my assistant? I was like, sure, let's do it. And, Bryan just kind of took the baseball aspect of things and made it way more about life, more about being a good friend, being a good person, being a good teammate. And that just kind of translated to the guys playing loose and just a bunch of wins, Bryan really set the tone of how you are as a human being more important than how you are as a baseball player, and it translated on the field, so it was awesome.
What do you take from his coaching approach that you try to carry on with you through coaching this Comac team now?
Yeah, it's just that. Just what I just said about being a good person. I mean, I had about 15 years of coaching experience to Bryan's 1 when he was the head coach and I was the assistant coach, and he taught me more than I could have ever learned from the previous 15 years about being a teammate, about being a good person, and really believing in your teammates and really having just experiencing happiness from other people's success and allowing the kids to kind of be themselves, not really kind of harp on everything they do. Kids are going to make mistakes. Kids are going to do dumb things, irresponsible things, and Bryan taught me that it's our job not to yell at them, it's our job to teach them, it's our job to help them understand how to be better. So I'd like to, hopefully I can keep that going for the rest of my coaching career.
What do you look to do as far as continuing success with Comac baseball? Do you get involved with the Little Leagues? Do you run camps? What do you attribute your success to as an organization?
The Little Leagues have an enormous part to do with it. We run a camp. We really just run one camp over the winter for the Little Leagues, and then Comac as a district has the summer camp that we do. It's a week-long baseball camp. I recently opened up dialogue with the Little League, with the presidents. There's a Comac North and a Comac South Little League. So I've been in talks with the Comac North Little League coach about, starting to run maybe like coaches clinics where, the volunteer dads who are coaching, they can kind of work with me about what it's going to be like and what the varsity is hoping that their kids will be, familiar with by the time they get to middle school and high school. So we're going to start that up pretty soon.
Great. Yeah. What are you seeing out of your guys here today? Out of the Suffolk guys, who are you liking?
Well, I mean, West. I've seen West a bunch of times. When Comac plays Melville, and it's never a fun day when he's on the mound. I think it was a little first inning jitters there. He walked a guy, hit a guy, walked a couple of guys in the second inning, but he's just a bulldog, man. If he was going to pitch this whole game, I would think it would be the whole way. I think he would just get shutout inning after shutout inning. When he gets locked in and he cruises, he gets on a roll and the other team's in trouble. Offensively, it's very similar to what I said about the Comac lineup this year. Every single person that steps in the box, I think, is going to get a hit. But that guy, Koshi, man, he can fill it up. He's dealing, So, but what I like about our guys is that everyone no one's intimidated. They just feel like they're having fun. They're comfortable. They want to turn up there, man. They're like, I'm going to face a kid going to Wake Forest. Give me the bat, It's pretty cool how excited they are to play here.
Great. Well, Coach, appreciate you stopping by. Thank you for the words. I'm really happy you could be a part of this and happy that we could get to talk to you.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Hopefully the rain stops.
Hopefully. Well, best of luck the rest of the way. That's Matt Salmon, everybody, head coach at Comac High School, the New York State AA runner-ups this season. We wish the best of luck to Coach Salmon and the Comac baseball team in the future. Looking to keep up continued success. The rain has stopped. Sun's starting to come back out. No sign of the umpires yet. Probably still under that allotted time that we have to wait for the lightning to clear. So we'll step aside and wait for the umpires to come back onto the field. And when they do, we will finish up the Bryan Bonin Grand Slam Challenge right here on the LI Sports Network. We are back here on the LI Sports Network, live from Farmingdale State College. It's the Bryan Bonin Grand Slam Challenge. The best from Nassau versus the best from Suffolk. Suffolk currently leading 1-0 after 2 innings of play. We went through a little bit of a lightning delay, but we're back underway here. Riley Morris going to be coming in relief of Charlie West. Morris went to Santa Mariches High School. Going to look to hold this 1-0 lead for Suffolk. If you are in the area and you are watching and you are able to come on down, please do so. Nice crowd on hand here to take in this great game. There's food trucks available and merchandise tables, and all proceeds from the game are going to be going to the Bryan Bonin Foundation. While we have a minute, want to take a second to send a special thank you to Sean Manning for organizing all of this, having us down here at the LI Sports Network to broadcast the game for you.
Now pitching for Suffolk County, right-hander from Santa Mariches, number 9, Riley Morris.
Morris going to be facing the top of the order here for Nassau. Hennig, Sweeney, and Paulson. Hennig and Sweeney reached base by a walk and hit by pitch. Advanced on a fly ball by Eric Paulson, but we're stranded after West got Bashnagel the line out, and I'm off to strikeout.
The top of the 3rd inning for Nassau County, number 4, Tim Hennig.
Morris set to go to work. First pitch is a breaking ball on the outside corner. Strike 1 to Tim Hennig. Playing 3rd today. Listed as a shortstop from Wantagh. He'll be heading off to Binghamton. But now he is behind 0-2. The next pitch bends around. Morris winds, fires, fouled back. Hennig stays alive. Next pitch from Morris. Curveball line down the left field line, foul. Morris's next pitch flown out to left. Moving in on his Angman. He will haul it in. And there is one away. As Mike Sweeney gets set to step back up to the plate. Joining us here in the booth, Bayport Blue Point High School coach Jim Macchio. Jim, thank you for coming on to the LI Sports Network. Happy to have you.
Yeah, man. Thank you. Appreciate the opportunity.
And congratulations on a fantastic career. Went through your accolades before, and for those of you that missed it, 383 wins, 2 New York State titles, 5 Suffolk County championships, 10 league championships, 2-time New York State Coach of the Year, 4-time Suffolk County Coach of the Year, and a 6-time League Coach of the Year. Quite the amazing resume that was able to build an established success for Bayport Blue Point for almost 2.5 decades that you were there.
Yeah, thank you. That's pretty cool.
I don't know if you remember. I played with Jake Scamone in college. He was, I think, part of your New York State championship
I love
team's
Jake.
pitcher.
Yeah. I saw Jake came down a couple of times during the playoffs, and we reconnected. We always would text a little bit. You know, he's a huge Jet fan, so.
Yes, I know. I know.
We always stayed in touch a little bit that way, and it was fun to see him. He was just a great, fun kid to always have around.
That's great. I mean, 24 years, you have to be very successful to stick around for that long. What do you attribute your success to? What did you learn along the way that made you such a great coach?
You know, I think first of all, we have a really good little league. I think that's always been a part of it. You know, when I got there, it was pretty well established. And we had great players. We really did. Every year we had good arms. You know, pitching is key. And I had great assistant coaches along the way, like really great assistant coaches. You know, Asa Grunewald, Terry Moran, who was with me the last 9 years. And, you know, any good coach, all they do is just steal from other people, right? So I think I brought energy every day. I think we had a pretty good system that we ran, but I think, you know, along the way we stole a lot from a lot of guys. And yet we evolved. You had to evolve. I think that was... I would say that was one thing I was proud of late in my career. Like, you got to evolve and you got to change things up and do things a little bit differently, and you got to keep getting better. you just have to. And I think we were able to do that, and that was partly due to some great assistant coaches too.
You spoke about evolving. How, in your 24 years as head coach at Bayport Blue Point, did you see high school baseball evolve here on Long Island to what it is today, that we can have games like this with such great talent on the field in front of us?
Without a doubt, yeah. And one of my assistant coaches used to say, like, if you can't get recruited out of Long Island, you're doing something wrong. And I don't think you would have said that 15, 20 years ago. You know, like, the travel baseball scene has been obviously great. You know, when I first started, we were all putting summer teams putting our high school teams to play in the summer, and it was extension of the season, and it was great, and there was great value in that, but there was more value in seeing these kids go play high-level stuff and travel the country. And, you know, when we first started, there were a few teams that did that. Now there are a ton of teams that do that, and it's made the product in Suffolk County and on Long Island just that much better. You know, I think we do well in the state tournament. We send the best teams, and I think that is definitely a function of what has happened with travel baseball. It's been great, really good, and you know, we benefit from it. We get sent good players. There's no lying about that.
Yeah, talk about it all the time. In high school baseball, you can't recruit, you can't trade, you can't sign free agents. You're just you're given what you're given, and you have to make the most of it, right?
Yeah.
And to accomplish what you've accomplished with players that you're being given, it speaks a lot to the depth of your not only community but the knowledge and skill that you provide as a coach.
Yeah, thank you, appreciate it.
What does this game mean to you, the Bryan Bonin Grand Slam Challenge?
This is really cool. You know, I love that the kids get to play with and against guys that they know for the summer. You know, they play with together in the summer, and I always try to tell the high school kids all the time, like, when they go, "Oh, I hate this team," or, you know, whatever the kids say. You know, it's like, guys, 2 months from now, you're going to run into these guys somewhere else. You're going to see them at the beach. You know, in a year, you're going to see them out in college. You're going to see them, whatever. And you're going to be like, "Oh yeah, we played against each other," and you have great relationships that you don't realize are going to start to develop.
Absolutely.
And I think this game is a big part of it. You know, they connect with somebody that they competed hard against for 2 or 3 years, and now they're sharing the field. And you know, to add the Bryan Bonin piece to it has been beautiful. You know, I know Matt Salmon is incredibly proud of being able to be involved in this, and I know he's excited and really happy that Bryan is being remembered this way and in such a great event. So I think it's been a great addition. I think it's incredible. I love it.
We could definitely, we spoke to Matt before, and we could definitely hear the passion in his voice when he talked about Bryan and just what he meant to not only Colmac baseball, but baseball on Long Island as a whole, and how he just wanted to grow the game and, like you said, evolve it.
Yeah, and he shared some stories with the kids early when they got here, which I think was great, so that they would understand what they're playing for today. And I think that's important, that they go home and they say, yeah, you know, I learned something tonight. And I think I credit Matt. I think he did a great job with that. Really do.
Absolutely. And the experience they get from going along with such great coaching staffs like Matt Salmon, you have Dwayne Page from Connecticut, Josh Goots from my alma mater of Hauppauge, played for Coach Goots, Paul Parcelano and Casey McKay on Suffolk's side. But, I mean, pretty much wherever you go, a lot of high schools do tend to have really good coaches that stay there for a long time. You're just fortunate enough to be able to learn from some of these guys.
Yeah, without a doubt. You better pick up stuff along the way as you're talking to people. Otherwise, you're going to get stale. And, these kids are getting coached at a high level all summer. So you've got to like I said earlier, you have to evolve, and you got to bring something different for them. And there's a great piece to being a teacher with them all year long, and you get to know them, I think, a little bit more, sometimes more intimately than some of their other coaches. And you have to. I think that's important, and you get to build relationships with all 24 kids on the roster, not just the 10, 11 kids who are in and out of the lineup every day. You build relationships with those kids, and that's been some of the best. In fact, you were still talking about Jake Simone. You build those relationships, and you're still talking to guys 10, 15, even 20 years later. That's the beauty of it. That's what's been really, really fun when you look back.
Yeah, absolutely, because you just never know who you're going to come across and what connections you can make. And look at this really nice double play here, a little 5-5-3 action.
Yeah, well done.
Friend to Acker.
Clean. Yep.
That's
really
such
clean.
a tough throw on the run. It really just speaks to the talent level that we're seeing here. These are the best of the best that both counties have to offer.
Yeah,
and it's a privilege to be able to watch them on this field at the same time.
The speed that they play at, the level of comfort that he just made that play with speaks to, that's not the first time he's done that. Not the first time he's practiced that, and that's what you like to see in these games.
You can just see the smoothness of the game and you're right, the quickness of the game. It just elevates in a setting like this.
Yeah. He wants to talk more about Jake Simone.
No.
It's all right. It's dry in here.
All right, well, after that, Coach, I want to say thank you for joining us here. It was a privilege. Best of luck with the next stage of life, whatever that may be for you, and congratulations on a great career.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for having me up here. That was pretty cool.
You must be present to win. All proceeds will go to the Bryan Bonin Foundation. Memorabilia provided by Coach's Collectible. Those tables are located outside the first base dugout. Silent auction and
I didn't do anything wrong.
The proceeds will go to the Bryan Bonin. For food and drink for purchase. Portions of the proceeds go to the Bryan Bonin Foundation. Now pitching for Nassau County, right-hander number 9 from Holy Trinity, Sebastian Velasquez. Leading off the bottom of the third inning for Suffolk County, number 7, Jack Friend.
Jack Friend, after that great double play to end the top of the third, comes up for his second at bat, and he gets hit by a pitch. I believe that's the 4th hit by pitch in this game.
Now batting number 6, Thomas Charlwood.
Sebastian Velasquez on the mound. Sebastian Velasquez now into the game for Nassau, taking over. Thomas Charlwood back to the plate, Blue Chip Prospect Silver Slugger Award winner. Flew out to left his first time up. Breaking ball from Velasquez just misses inside. Talk about what we talked about with Coach Macchio before, the evolution of the game here on Long Island. There's been 17 players that have played in this Bryan Bonin Grand Slam Challenge game that have gone on to play professional baseball. As you heard during introductions, the honorary captain for Suffolk County, Josh Knopf, the right-hander from Patchogue, Medford, he's most likely going to be number 18. Coming up this July, projected to be a first-round draft pick out of Patchogue, Medford. Really speaking volumes of how the game has evolved here on Long Island. that he could potentially be one of the highest draft picks to ever come out of Long Island. The draft will be held during All-Star Weekend in July. I believe July 9th is day one of the draft, so a name to keep an eye on, Josh Noth from Patchogue, Medford. Projected first-round draft pick. He won his second consecutive Carl Yastrzemski Award last night, just the third player ever in Suffolk County history to do that. Here's a ground ball to third. Over to second, one on to first. There is no, they call him safe at first. Looked like a pretty routine double play, but McHugh beat it out. So it'll be first and third, one out.
Now batting for Suffolk County, number 11, Dom Carbone.
Dom Carbone back up to the dish. Popped out to shortstop his last time up. First pitch to Carbone, upstairs from Velasquez. But yes, congratulations to Josh Noth. Second consecutive Yastrzemski Award. Last night, joining Ron Whitmire and Bryan Morrell as the only two players ever to win back-to-back Yastrzemski Awards. McHugh now caught in a rundown after he got picked off. They're going to rule interference here, and McHugh's going to be awarded second base. A big call made there from the first base umpire. That gives Suffolk County a run. Bails McHugh out of an out. And now it's a runner on second, one out, as opposed to 2 outs, nobody on. Carbone ahead here, 2-0. McHugh now leading off second base. Velasquez trying to limit the damage as Carbone checks, swings, and fouls it back. Count now 3-1 to Carbone, who will be going to Coastal Carolina in the fall. And he takes ball 4 outside. So now first and second for Suffolk. Chris Carson back up to the dish. He doubled in his first plate appearance. Back in the second, came around to score. It was the first hit and first run of the game as he scored on Anthony Scarabino, reached on an error. Before the Carson at bat, Holy Trinity coach Dan Luisi goes out to talk to his right-hander. Velasquez pitches at Holy Trinity. He's going to Rhode Island in the fall, part of the Catholic State Championship team that won the Catholic League over Chaminade and then won the New York State Championship. They entered as the 5 seed. There's another single. Chris Carson, 2 for 2. Brings in a run here. McHugh scores, so that'll be an RBI for Carson as well. And it's a 3-0 Suffolk County lead.
Now batting number 13, Brady Clark.
Velasquez won game 1 of the Catholic final for Holy Trinity as he throws the second to try and nab Carbone, straying too far, but he gets back. Threw a no-hitter against St. Anthony's and then was part of a combined no-hitter against St. John the Baptist. Another check on Carbone, but he scampers back. This is Brady Clark. Back up to the dish. Grounded back to the pitcher his first time up. That was Andrew Kosha that made that play. Next pitch down and away. Next pickoff goes into center field. Both runners going to try to advance. Play at second base. Ball gets away. They will move up. Carbone to third. Carson to second. Suffolk County threatening once again second and third. One out here in the third. Clark trying to make his coach proud, as we just spoke with him, Jim Macchio. A single, probably score 2 here. Could really give Suffolk a pretty commanding lead. Instead, he'll draw a base on balls. So Velasquez has really worked himself into a jam here. Bases loaded, 1 out. Anthony Scarabino back up to the plate.
Anthony Scarabino.
Fortunately for Velasquez, all it could take is a ground ball here, and he could get out of the inning. Next pitch is down. Count 1-1. Velasquez deals. Scarabino fouls it at the plate. Next pitch to Scarabino. Inside, gets past Yovino. Is going to allow Carbone to score from third. Everyone else will move up 90 more feet. Count now even at 2 on Scarabino. Second and third now. Going to take a little more than ground ball. Scarabino slaps one through the hole. 1 run will score. Clark going to have to hold up at third. But it's another RBI for Anthony Scarabino. And now a 5-0 Suffolk County lead.
Now batting number 2, Aiden Murphy.
Another wild pitch and another run for Suffolk County as Brady Clark scampers across home plate. Scarabino will move over to second. Murphy, who struck out his first time, now ahead 1-0 in the count. Scarabino takes off from third, and he's going to be in there. Suffolk County has really opened it up here in the bottom of the third. They've taken a commanding 6-0 lead, 5 runs in this inning. Still just 1 out. Murphy takes down low. Next pitch is outside, ball 4. Murphy walks. Now we'll see what Nassau does.
Now batting for Suffolk, number 1, Jake Acker.
Velasquez is going to stay out there. Jake Acker back up to the dish. Got hit by a pitch his first time. Runner takes off for second. There's the throw. Goes into center field. This is going to allow a run to score. A stolen base there for Murphy. Sixth run across this inning. Acker close on that plate, takes on the corner for a strike. Murphy takes off for third. Acker swings and misses, throw down. Murphy's in there. Another stolen base. Count now even at 2, though, for Acker. Two, chopped foul. Next pitch cut on and missed. Velasquez gets Acker on strikes for out number 2. Now we'll look to try and strand Murphy at third as Kyle Engman steps back up to the plate. He was caught looking on strikes against Koshi his first time up. First pitch from Velasquez, curveball that finds the outside. Another slider from Velasquez, but it misses in, so now 1-1. Next pitch is a fastball just off the outside. It's been just 2 hits in this inning for Suffolk. Couple walks, couple hit by pitches. This is grounded to third by Engman. Enig throws across, and he gets him. Engman might have tripped over first base. It's a little shaken up, but he's going to walk off under his own power. And so that'll do it for the bottom of the third. Suffolk scores 6 on 2 hits, 2 errors, and 1 runner left on base. The end of 3 innings. It's Suffolk 7, Nassau 0 here at the Bryan Bonin Grand Slam Challenge live on the LI Sports Network.
Now 7-0 in favor of Suffolk County. Now pitching for Suffolk County, left-hander from West Islip, number 12, Frank Romano. Leading off the top of the 4th inning for Nassau County, number 13, Matt Diegas.
Frank Romano going to take over the pitching responsibilities here for Suffolk County. He has a 7-0 lead. Goes to West Islip High School. Will be attending Queens College in the fall. Queens College just won their first conference championship in school history this spring. First pitch from Romano misses in. So Matt Diegas in his second at bat will start 1-0. He walked his first time, stole a couple bases, but was stranded on third by West. He takes strike one. Skies have cleared up immensely here at Farmingdale State College. It's turned into a beautiful night after what looked like was going to be a gloomy evening. Dark clouds overhead, lots of rain coming down, had a lightning delay, but it's turned out to be a pretty nice night. Little cool, little breeze, but nothing too unmanageable. The next pitch from Romano misses down. Diegas ahead 3-1. As we begin at the top of the 4th here at Farmingdale State College. Next pitch is outside. Another walk for Diegas. Let's see what the left-hander on the hill. If he goes again, he stole 2 bases against West back in the second inning. So it'll be about the same look, just a little bit different timing possibly. But this will bring Paul Napolitano back up to the plate. He struck out his first time up. Napolitano, Kellenberg product, going to be heading to High Point down in Carolina. Takes strike one. Next pitch from Romano misses away. Dag is not going. As Romano misses away again. Count 2-1. There goes Diegas. Pitch is low in the dirt. No throw from Acker, so third stolen base of the game for Diegas. Now in scoring position with nobody out. Nassau looking to respond after a big inning by Suffolk County. Got them a 7-0 lead. Next pitch from Romano is a called strike. Next pitch misses away. Going to be a walk for Napolitano.
Now batting for Nassau County, number 6, Sean Britt.
Sean Britt walked his first time up. First and second here. I know we're in an all-star game, but we're going to be playing some sound baseball. Perhaps a bunt out of here from Britt. Not bunting, taking. Takes inside. Dieguez bouncing around now. He takes off, thought about it, and Nassau's caught in a rundown here. Napolitano thought Dieguez was going. Dieguez trying to get back. Caught in the rundown. He gets tagged out. Napolitano dives back to first. Suffolk County takes advantage of the miscue. So Dieguez is caught stealing there, though he stopped right after he started. Napolitano still at first now with one out. Nassau really not doing themselves many favors. They've had opportunities, have not been able to capitalize, and they might capitalize here as Britt drives one out to the right center gap. It's going to go all the way to the wall. Extra bases for Sean Britt. Not content with 2. He's going 3, and he's going to be in there with a stand-up RBI triple. So the miscue on the bases looms much larger now after the RBI triple from Britt. Cuts the lead down to 7-1 Suffolk.
Now batting for Nassau County, number 19, Joe Jovino.
Nassau starting to chip away as Jovino will step back up to the plate. The catcher today from Division, going to be heading out to Elon in the fall. A big swing of the bat there from the left-handed slugger Sean Britt. Getting his team on the board. Just the second hit Nassau has mustered here today. The first coming back in the last inning, Mike Sweeney had an infield single. This pitch caught on and fouled. Third base side. Next pitch to Jovino, curveball, driven out again to right center, sprinting over Carson. He's not going to get there. It's going to get down. Jovino has 2. He'll pull into second, stand-up double, another run scored. It's an RBI double for Joe Jovino, and the lead now 7-2 Suffolk County.
Now batting for Nassau County, number 1, James Eden.
Nassau has sent 4 batters to the plate this inning. 4 batters have reached safely. Just the base running miscue that has hurt Nassau County. Now we're going to get a pinch runner for Jovino. It's going to be Michael Cusinella.
Entering to run at second base for Nassau County, number 15, Michael Cucinella.
Eden pops one back here. Land over the press box. Acker gave it a look. Eden was the 4th strikeout victim for Charlie West back in the second inning which West struck out the side to escape a second and third one-out jam. Eden now looking to cash in here, runner in scoring position, 1 out. Cucinella takes the lead off second. Breaking ball on the outside is called a strike. And Eden quickly behind 0-2. Romano looking to retire his first batter of the inning. That fastball misses down and away. Be a 1-2 now. Breaking ball. Good take there from Eden as he lets it go in the dirt. Count now even at 2. Back-to-back extra base hits have drawn Nassau within 5. Still a long way to go here at the Bryan Bonin Grand Slam Challenge. Eden swings and misses. Acker holds on. Eden down on strikes for the second time tonight. That'll bring us back to the top of the order. Tim Hennig steps in for his third at-bat of the night.
Now batting for Nassau County, number 4, Tim Hennig.
Hennig 0 for 1. A walk and a fly out to left. Now with 2 away. I'm going to try and bring Cuccinella around. Get this to a 4-run game. A bunt from Hennig, but he fouls it back. Interesting strategy move here from Hennig. Trying to bunt for a hit. Also possibly bring in Friend at third. Could look to try and slap one past him. So next pitch, breaking ball that misses inside. Count 1-1. Romano deals. This one is lined into left center. It's going to get down. A wide turn from Hennig. He's got to hustle back. He'll dive in safely. It's an RBI single for Tim Hennig, and Nassau has gotten it down to a 7-3 game.
Now batting for Nassau County, number 7, Mike Sweeney.
A big inning here for Nassau. As Mike Sweeney now back up to the plate. 1 for 1. A single and a hit by pitch. Looking to try and keep the 2-out rally alive as Hennig takes off. High pitch. Acker's throw down to second base is not in time. It's a stolen base for Tim Hennig. Now runner in scoring position for Sweeney. Swings and misses. Sweeney big lead off second base as Romano deals outside. It'll be a 2-1 foul back. Count even at 2 here. Eric Paulson waiting on deck. Big left-handed threat from Massapequa. Would love to get a crack here with a couple runners on base in this inning. Try to really do some damage and really, really chip into the Suffolk County lead. Sweeney in a 2-2 count battling, trying to get him up there. The next pitch popped. Foul first base side. It's going to make the seats. Land in the dugout out of play. So it'll be another 2-2 from the West Islip left-hander. Runner takes off for third. This one chopped up the middle. Going to be a tough play. Sweeney hustling, and he is thrown out. Murphy makes the play. Suffolk escapes the inning. So 3 runs on 3 hits. No errors. 1 runner left on base. And a 3.5. Suffolk 7, Nassau 3 here at the Bryan Bonin Grand Slam Challenge live on the LI Sports Network.
Now pitching for Nassau County from division number 12, James Sill.
James Sill takes over on the mound here for Nassau County. Out of Division High School, going to be going to Hudson Valley Community College. Fired a complete game victory in the first game of the county finals for division. He and Eric Paulson are going to be up for consideration for the Diamond Award for the best player in Nassau County this year.
Number 7, Jack Friend.
Got a lot of change for Nassau. What do you got? We get Linsky going in for Eagleino. Linsky going in for Eagleino. Okay, 1 second.
First pitch from Sill is upstairs for ball 1.
Right here. I don't know how you say that. Yes. Goes in for. He's going for E. Yes.
Is that it?
Yep.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Got it.
Eden's still out there in center.
Substitutions coming in.
Friend laces one back up the middle. Nice play out there by Napolitano. Big first out for Sill. Trying to keep this game where it is, give Nassau a chance to come back. They trail by 4, but still plenty of game to go. Charlwood back in now, 0 for 1 with a walk. Swinging first pitch, fouls it back here just to our right. Nice play by a fan to haul that one in. Charlwood pops one down the right field line, foul out of play. And he'll be behind 0-2. Charlwood mashed an impressive 7 home runs this season. One of the top home run hitters in all of Long Island baseball. Would love to get a hold of one right here. Sill deals. This one is flown out to right field. Moving in on it is Bashnagel. Reaches up, makes the catch, and there are 2 away.
Now batting for Suffolk County, number 14, Chris McHugh.
Chris McHugh will step back in for his third plate appearance of the night. He's been hit by a pitch, ground into a 5-4 fielder's choice. Came around to score in that big third inning for Suffolk County. One of 6 runs they put up. Next pitch from Sill. Taken by McHugh. Just missed out, ruled the umpire. Next pitch, nice breaking ball there from Sill. McHugh swings through it. Count now 1-2 to the Comac shortstop. Comac won their second LI championship in the last 3 years as McHugh grounds this one to second base. Paulson holds the bag, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down for James Sill as he comes on in relief and does his job, holding Suffolk right where they are. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. Nassau coming back up to the plate as we are through 4 here at the Bryan Bonin Grand Slam Challenge live on the LI Sports Network.
Yeah, no problem, of course. You said it was 750, right? 700? Okay, cool, thank you. It's a good thing you didn't announce that number. Frank, you're right up there.
Now pitching for Suffolk County, from Babylon, number 17, Daniel Madsen.
Daniel Madsen taking over the pitching responsibilities here. From Babylon, going to Oneonta. He threw 125 pitches in the Class B Long Island Championship game, a game that Babylon had to win in extras. He reached the New York State allotted pitch limit, was not allowed to finish that game, but I'm sure he would have had that pitch limit not been put in place. He also had a 2-out, 2-strike, 2 RBI single to tie the game in extras, a game that Babylon won over Seaford to capture that Class B Long Island Championship. Madsen was 11-0 on the mound.
Leading off the top of the 5th inning for Nassau County, number 20, Eric Paulson.
Christian Alisea has taken over the catching duties in relief of Jake Acker. Chris McHugh has moved over to third base. Jack Friend slides over to short, so they just trade places over there. First pitch from Madsen to Paulson is a ball. Madsen going to be tasked with facing the heart of the Nassau County order here. Paulson, Bashnagel, Imhoff. Paulson takes a strike. Paulson lines one just foul down the first base line. That would have been big trouble for Suffolk County, had that one landed fair, would have rolled all the way to the corner, and Paulson would have had easy extra bases. Instead, the count 1-2. Madsen, delayed windup, delivers, and Paulson drives this one out to left center. On the run is Engman. He's not going to get there on the dive. It's going to go to the wall. Paulson digging for second, thinking about third, but he's going to hold right there. It'll be a leadoff double for Eric Paulson. Now 1 for 2 after that double. Previously flew out to center and was hit by a pitch.
Now batting for Nassau County, number 16, Evan Bashnagel. Now catching for Suffolk County from St. John the Baptist, number 16, Christian Alisea.
So Engman gave it a chance. He could not haul it in. Great effort out there from the left fielder for Suffolk. Paulson now stands on second base after nearly missing a double or possibly triple by a couple inches down the right field line. He finds the left center gap. Now we'll see what Bashnagel can do. He skies one down the right field line. On the run, giving it a look is Scarabino, but he runs out of room. The count will now be 1-1. Madsen deals. That one's low. Bashnagel has power, hitting in the 4-hole. I touched on before, the first player ever in Chaminade school history to hit 3 home runs in one game. Nassau would love for him to get a hold of one here and make it a 2-run game after a leadoff Eric Paulson double. Next pitch to Bashnagel is a called strike, and Madsen evens the count at 2. Bashnagel, a very closed stance, reminiscent of Yankee slugger Giancarlo Stanton. Seemingly can certainly hit the home runs like Stanton. Probably hits for a better batting average, though. 2-2. Bashnagel back up the middle. Madsen looks Paulson back, throws the first textbook defense there from Madsen. A great play for out number 1.
Now batting for Nassau County, number 5, Charlie Emhoff.
Emhoff back up to the plate. Struck out in the first, grounded into a 5-5-2 double play to end the third. A great play there by Jack Friend to escape a bases-loaded jam for Suffolk County. Emhoff now flies this one down the right field line, cutting over Scarabino. He's going to have a play on this one. He'll catch it in foul territory. Paulson tags. Here's the throw, and it is not in time. Scarabino gave it a chance. A bang-bang play, but Paulson dives in safe, advancing 90 feet on the fly out to right.
Now batting for Nassau County, number 13, Matt Diegas.
Matt Diegas has walked twice. He's stolen 3 bases and got caught up in a little bit of a base running mishap. He tried to steal third. Paul Napolitano tried to steal second on the same play, but Diegas stopped his attempt. Napolitano ran up his back. He was the victim of the caught stealing. Nassau was still able to tack on 3 runs in that inning. Cut the lead to almost half. Diegas now looking to cash in with a runner 90 feet away. He calls time first. Madsen looking to work around. The leadoff double by Paulson delivers an 0-2 pitch, called strike 3 on the outside corner. Daniel Madsen works around the double, keeps Nassau off the board, and preserves the 7-3 lead for Suffolk as we are through 4.5 here at the Bryan Bonin Grand Slam Challenge.
For Nassau in the top of the 5th inning, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base. After 4.5 innings, the score is 7-3 in favor of Suffolk County.
I got it. Stay at 760 now. Okay. 14 is. What's up?
No, you're good.
Now pitching for Nassau County, right-hander from Southside, number 14, Justin Peralta. Now catching for Nassau County, from Plainview, number 11, Andrew Lenski. And now playing center field for Nassau County, number 15, Michael Cuccinella. Fans, the 50-50 raffle pot is up to $760. It's $10 for an arm's length, and the drawing will be during the 7th inning stretch. You must be present to win, and all proceeds will go to the Bryan Bonin Foundation.
So it's 4, 5, 6. Something coming up.
Leading off the bottom of the 5th inning for Suffolk County, number 11, Dom Carbone.
Thank you.
How's it going down there, Coach? All right.
First pitch to Dom Carbone leading off the bottom of the 5th here.
I said the changes. He just came.
Carbone has to move out of the way of that one.
No, top 6. No, it's bottom 5. I'm sorry. I was going to tell you something else, but I decided that's it.
Carbone swings and misses there. Green lighted on 3-0. Justin Peralta takes over the pitching duties from Southside. He's going to be going to Queens College. Carbone swings and misses again. Next pitch is fouled away by Carbone. He's going to be joining Frank Romano on the pitching staff at Queens College. Romano on the Suffolk side. We've seen him in this game. Payoff from Peralta, and he gets Carbone on strikes.
Now batting for Suffolk County, number 4, Chris Carson.
Chris Carson will get his 3rd appearance at the dish. Perfect 2 for 2 today, single and double. Driven in a run, and he scored twice. Carson takes off speed up high for ball 1. Carson again takes low, now in the driver's seat 2-0. Lenski doing the catching part of the Plainview Old Bethpage JFK team that went to the Nassau Class AA Finals and were beaten by the Eric Paulson Grand Slam. Lenski going to be going to Iona in the fall to do catching there. 3-0. Carson swinging, pops this one up. Drifting towards foul territory. That's Sweeney over there that makes that play, now playing shortstop. That is out number 2. 7 straight batters retired by Nassau pitching here in this game. They've really turned it around since that bad third inning in which they gave up 6 runs. Have now retired 7 in a row. Peralta looking to make it 8 and have back-to-back 3-up, 3-down innings after James Sill went 1-2-3 in the 4th. It'll be Brady Clark. He's walked and grounded out today. Came around to score in that big inning.
Now batting
for Suffolk.
Number 13, Brady Clark.
Clark checks swing, went around. Next pitch, breaking ball outside. Next pitch to Clark. Catches a piece. Count even at 2. Peralta quick dealing, winds, fires, and he got him on strikes. 8 up, 8 down for Nassau pitching. As Justin Peralta goes 1-2-3. Gets 2 hitters on strikes. Nassau looking to try and close this gap. They still trail 7-3 as we head to the top of the 6th of the Bryan Bonin Grand Slam Challenge right here on the LI Sports Network. Set to be the next pitcher in for Suffolk County. We are ready to have our next guest here in the booth. Bryan Bonin's father. Mr. Bonin, how are you doing today?
Great, thank you.
So happy to have you here at such a great event honoring your son. It's so nice to see all these players come out in support of your son to play a great game, the best Long Island has to offer. What does this mean? What does this event mean to you and your family?
I was thinking about that when they told me about this game. We have a lot of hard days, sad days. This is a happy day today. My grandkids were here, Brian's kids were here, my daughter-in-law, my older son was here, so it's quite a family day for everybody today.
Absolutely. It should be remembered as a happy day because baseball is such a happy sport.
Yes.
It's obviously what he loved to do and what he loved to be around.
Yes.
So is there any better way to memorialize your son and honor him?
This is just a cool, classy thing to do. Very excited about today. I couldn't wait for today to come.
So all the proceeds of today are going to the Bryan Bonin Foundation. What does the charity support?
We, for the athletes in Comac High School or any family who needs help, doesn't even have to be Comac, could be anybody who lets us know we've helping families. We just helped a girl a couple of weeks ago who was diagnosed with cancer and is pregnant, and we donated a lot of money to her.
What do you think the legacy of your son is or will be with the game and the foundation and his lasting impact on Comac baseball?
Well, he preached Modena. I don't know if you heard about that. Modena, he learned it when he played ball over in Hawaii. Modena means looking for the happiness and success of other people.
Well, I think we've certainly found the happiness here with this game. As you talked about, this is a very happy day. We're very happy to be a part of it. It truly is an honor to be able to honor your son and what he meant to the game of baseball, and to see all these kids come out and play in this fantastic event. Is there anything that you would like to see about this grow over the years, transform into something else? We talked with former Bayport coach before and how baseball currently is evolving on Long Island. What kind of an impact could this have in the years moving forward?
I just think that
Now batting for Nassau County, number 6, Sean Britt.
it gives these kids, they're all reaching for the stars, we all know that. And something like this just gives them a little bit more confidence hopefully when they move on to college. I actually do some scouting for Cincinnati Reds, just amateur. And 2 kids today, the kid Chris McHugh from Comac, I signed him. I just caught him, I give it to my boss, John Saprini. And the catcher on division, I liked him too.
They certainly have put on a good show. Comac, state runner-ups, you must feel very proud that this program continues to have great success.
Yes, very proud for Matt Salmon took over. He was Bryan's assistant, and he took over, and I'm very happy they had a great year.
And you know, your son coached for 5 years, from 17 to 21. He won 3 league titles, 2 Suffolk County titles, and that Long Island championship in 2021, really kind of laying the groundwork for the success they had this year.
I felt that he changed the style of baseball in Comac. He was dedicated, spent a lot of time with the players on and off the field. He was very dedicated, put a lot of hours in. And he, cared about his players a lot. That's what the Modena comes from.
Definitely see that with who we've talked to today and the stories they've told. It's been a great experience. It's been something that we're going to look forward to for the years to come. That's how great this event is.
Well, I hope it continues, and like I said, the money's going to go to Bryan Scholarship, and we just want to help people and families.
It's Andrew Lenski up to the plate now. He lines one to right field. That's going to dunk in for a base hit.
Now batting for Nassau County, number 15 from MEPA, Michael Cuccinella.
What is one of your favorite memories of Bryan in baseball? You talk about how happy of a day this is. I'm sure that you had a lot of happy memories with him playing and coaching.
Well, when he was a kid, he never played with toys. Everything was baseball. 3 years old, he had his baseball uniform. My buddy played for the St. Louis Cardinals, John Morris. He gave Bryan his first uniform, and he just took off. Everything was baseball in the house. During the winter, he'd be in the house swinging a baseball bat. No toys.
Easy parenting.
Yes, very.
It's every young boy's dream, right? To just take baseball as far as you can.
Yes. His older brother helped him a lot, too. My oldest son, Joey, played at Cormac High School also. They went to Cortland, and he's a gym teacher too, as Bryan was.
Just round out the inning.
That's great. All right, so
For
Nassau
County,
gets
in the
just
top of the
one
sixth inning, no
hit
runs
there,
on
no
one hit,
runs.
no errors, one runner
left on bases.
We move to the bottom of the sixth inning. The score
Carbone
is still
strikes
7-3
out 2.
in favor of Suffolk County.
I want to thank you for coming on and speaking some great words about your son. We truly look forward to this event for years to come, and we are happy that it is a great day and that it is such a great success.
Thank you very much. It's been my pleasure to come up here, and it's my first time being interviewed. So thank you, guys.
You did a great job.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Right-hander number 2 from Calhoun, PJ Kakalos.
Where's Kakalos?
Calhoun.
No,
On the mound. I can't tell.
Who are you looking at? Who are you looking at?
Playing second base now.
I think it's... I don't know.
Camera on him because Dagus is now third,
Yeah.
and it looks like Sweeney's now it's short.
Now playing third base for Nassau County, number 13, Matt Diegas.
Yeah.
Now playing shortstop for Nassau County, number 7, Mike Sweeney.
5 is at second base.
Now playing second base for Nassau County, number 5, Charlie Imhoff. Leading off the bottom of the sixth inning for Suffolk County, number 5, Anthony Scarabino.
PJ Kakalkos now on the mound for Nassau County. Calhoun High School product, going to be heading to Adelphi in the fall. He recorded the last out on a strikeout of the 2022 County Championship win for Calhoun. He will be trying to hold this game where it is for Nassau and continue the streak of consecutive batters retired by Nassau pitching. Kakalkos deals in the dirt. It's count 2-1. This one swung on and fouled down the line, out of play. Count now even at 2. Scarabino reached on an error back in the second inning. Drove in a run. And then singled to left field. Also driving in a run. Scored the 6th run of that third inning. Now looking to start it up here in the 6th. This pitch just misses outside. Scarabino grounds another one to second base. Imhoff fields, throws on over. Scarabino is retired. And it's 9 up, 9 down for Nassau pitching. Murphy was the last batter to reach safely. Drew a base on balls back in the 3rd. Was left stranded at 3rd in that inning. He's walked and struck out so far tonight. Takes this one, flies it out to right field. Starting back now, moving back in on it is Bashnagel. He makes the catch. And that is 10 in a row retired by Nassau pitching.
Now batting for Suffolk County, number 16 from St. John the Baptist, Christian Alisea.
Christian Alisea going to step in for his first at-bat of the night. Catcher for St. John the Baptist is going to be going to prep school in Florida next year. First pitch is a breaking ball from Kakalos outside. Alisea, power hitting catcher. Has some very good pop. See if he can display some of it here as he takes down and away for ball 2. Next pitch also misses. We've seen a couple 3-0 green lights here. Do we see another out of the power hitting catcher from St. John the Baptist? From Kakalos. He does get the green light, and he lines it deep foul down the left field line. Alisea gave it a ride. That's what you got to do with the 3-0 green light, but he just steered it foul. We'll see if he can straighten out the next one. The 3-1. Strike on the inside corner. Alisea thought it was ball 4, tossed his bat aside. He's going to go after retrieve it, and he'll face a full count pitch. Payoff. Breaking ball, grounded out to short. Sweeney on the backhand, deep in the hole, fires across, and he got him. 3 straight innings, 3 up, 3 down on a nice play there from Sweeney at short. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. 6 innings complete here at Farmingdale. Suffolk County still leads Nassau 7-3 at the Bryan Bonin Grand Slam Challenge. Yes, sir.
Leading off, the top of the 7th inning for Nassau County, number 4, Tim Hennig.
Tim Hennig set to lead off the top of the 7th. He is 1 for 2 tonight. single RBI stolen base and a walk. First pitch, he swings and fouls away. Dominic Carbone back out there for his second inning of work. Picked up 2 strikeouts back in the 6th. Allowed the single to Lenski. But that was it. He gets strike 2 on Hennig. Carbone looking for another strikeout. Hennig's going to spoil that one, however. Nick Rizzo warming up in the bullpen for Suffolk County. Here's another 0-2 from Carbone. Another foul ball. This one lined out of play. Christian Alisea being very blatant with where he wants that pitch. Here comes from Carbone. The 0-2 fastball just misses outside. Here's a ground ball over to first. Clark Fields flips. Going to be a race to the bag, and Carbone beats him there. Dominic Carbone hustled over, beat Hennig to the bag, and he wins the battle on the 6th pitch, a 3-1 ground out.
Now batting for Nassau County, number 7, Mike Sweeney.
Sweeney back up for the 4th time tonight. He is also 1 for 2, single and a hit by pitch. Swings first pitch, a little bit of a half swing, but he fouled it back. Next pitch hits Sweeney in the back foot. A second hit by pitch from Mike Sweeney. That's something you really want to see in an all-star game. That's not really boding much. Eric Paulson now up with a runner on first. Paulson a chance to get this game a little bit closer. Should he get a hold of one, he can give it a ride. He's given it a ride here on this field before, winning the Nassau County Championship for Massapequa with a walk-off grand slam, an absolute no-doubter. Just a couple weeks ago, takes ball 1 outside. Paulson swinging, fouls this one back. One. Sweeney goes. Paulson grounds this one right through the hole. Great hit and run. Sweeney, not knowing where the ball is, slid into second. He will still make it to third easily, and Nassau is set up. Runners on the corners, 1 out, and Evan Bashnagel stepping up to the plate. Perfection on the hit and run for Eric Paulson. Could not have placed it any better. Allows Sweeney to get to third, and now Bashnagel can really make this interesting with 1 swing of the bat. Bashnagel 0 for 2 today, Lined out to short, grounded back to the pitcher. Also got hit by a pitch. The close stance, Carbone gonna check on Paulson. As this one gets away, here comes Sweeney, he's gonna score! He steals home. The throw from Clark is high, allowing Paulson to advance. Aggressive base running pays off for Nassau County, and it's 7-4. The first run scored from either side since the top of the 4th inning. When Nassau County put up 3 runs, they've now scored 4 unanswered. Paulson at second base. Baschnagel fouls one away, looking to try and get Paulson in. Make this a 7-5 game. Carbone kicks, fires. This one misses in. Paulson, big off second, chased back as this is grounded to short by Baschnagel. Paulson gonna move over, and Baschnagel is safe. He beats out the ground ball with a head-first dive into first. Aggressive base running there from Eric Paulson on the slow hit chopper. And good hustle from Evan Baschnagel has once again set up Nassau with runners on the corners and just one out. Imhoff now 0 for 3. Looking to make a dent. Baschnagel not going. Imhoff takes ball 1. Carbone 1 pitch away from getting out of this as Imhoff swings and misses. The Suffolk bats have gone quiet here in the middle portion of this game. Nassau has started to creep a little bit closer as Imhoff swings and misses again. They can make it really interesting coming into the later half of this game as Paulson, now caught in a rundown, is going to get tagged out. Nassau tried a little bit of a delayed steal diversion tactic. It did not pay off as Baschnagel gets to second base. Paulson is cut down between third and home for out number 2. Now Imhoff, the runner on second and 2 outs. Takes upstairs. A big out there for Suffolk County. Nassau bailing them out a little bit, trying to get a little too aggressive. They stole home with Sweeney on a ball that trickled away. But they've done this a couple times on the base paths, running into outs. That pitch to Imhoff just misses there on the 2-2. If Nassau is able to get it a little bit closer, you're going to look back at these base running miscues and scratch your head and wonder, would it have been the difference in this game as Imhoff swings and misses for out number 3. So Carbone limits the damage to just 1 run after it looked like it was going to get ugly with first and third, 1 out. Gets bailed out on the base running blunder and strikes out the last hitter. It's 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error, a man left on. And 7-4 Suffolk County here at the Bryan Bonin Grand Slam Challenge. As we head to the 7th inning stretch, get up, stretch, take a break, get a snack, go to the bathroom, do whatever you got to do. We'll be right back here on the LI Sports Network.
Now pitching for Nassau County from Seaford, number 8, Billy Kine.
Billy Kine, the next pitcher in
The bottom of the 7th inning for Suffolk County.
for Nassau
number 3,
County.
Kyle
Kind
Engman.
out of Seaford, going to be heading to Adelphi. Facing Engman to start this one. He fouls it off the mask of Lenski. 11 straight batters have been retired by Nassau pitching. Kind looking to keep it up here in the bottom of the 7th. Nassau has gotten this down to a 3-run game. Have certainly made it interesting after it looked like they were going to be down and out towards the beginning of this one. Kind deals. This one misses upstairs. Billy Kind pitched a perfect game against Locust Valley this year. He was the winning pitcher in the county championship that sent Seaford to the Class B Long Island Championship. Through a 1-hit shutout. It was the first county championship ever for Seaford High School. Billy Kind helping his team reach that pinnacle. Looking to keep Nassau right where they are in this one. As he deals, misses up and away, the count 2-2. Engman swings and misses. He's retired on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. The 12th straight batter set down by Nassau
Now
pitching.
batting for Suffolk County, number 7, Jack Friend.
After that 6-inning eruption by the Suffolk County Bats, they've been held quiet here in the Bryan Bonin Grand Slam Challenge. Jack Friend takes inside. Friend swings and misses. Jack Friend 0 for 2 tonight, struck out. Back in the 1st, grounded out to short, got hit by a pitch and scored. And that 6-run 3rd as he swings and misses again. Count now even at 2. That pitch just misses on the outside corner. Payoff. Swung on and missed. 13 in a row for Nassau pitching. Back-to-back strikeouts for Kind. And there are 2 away here in the 7th.
Now batting for Suffolk County, number 6, Thomas Charlwood.
Charlwood swings, puts this one into right center. Diving chance there for Bashnagel. Can't get there. And finally, the streak is broken by a bloop single from Thomas Charlwood into right center. His first hit of the night. He's now 1 for 3.
Number 14, Chris McHugh.
It'll bring Chris McHugh back up to the dish. 0 for 2, hit by a pitch. Takes strike 1 on the outside corner. McHugh standing right on the line of the batter's box, giving the pitcher virtually no room on the inside part of the plate. As he takes this one, pops it up down the right field line, moving over as Bashnagel right on the line makes the play, and that will do it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base. At the end of 7 innings of play, 7-4 Suffolk County here at the Bryan Bonin Grand Slam Challenge live on the LI Sports Network.
After 7 full innings of play here at Farmingdale, the score is still 7-4 in favor of Suffolk. Now pitching for Suffolk County, left-hander number 15 from East Islip, Nick Rizzo. All right, fans, get your white 50-50 raffle tickets ready. The winning number is about to be announced. The winning ticket number is 859112. Again, the winning ticket, 859112.
Nick Rizzo into the game now for Suffolk County. The next pitcher up, looking to try and preserve this 3-run lead. And as he steps onto the rubber, stepping into the booth here with us is St. John the Baptist coach Casey McKay. Coach, how you doing tonight?
Good, how are you?
Doing well. Happy to be here at the Bryan Bonin Grand Slam Challenge. What does it mean for you to be here? What does this mean to you?
I mean, it means a lot to me. So Bryan was my teammate in college. So when I was a freshman, he was a senior. He was a shortstop and I was a second baseman. So I had a really special relationship with him. And it carried through all the way to his coaching at Comac. So, you know, it's a great event and I'm really happy and proud to be here.
Where did you guys play college ball?
So we played together at LIU Post.
Okay.
So.
Very nice. What is it like coaching in the Catholic League as opposed to coaching in the public school like Bryan did?
The Catholic League's tough, man. There are some really, really good players. You know, we have a bunch of guys here, too. So 2 guys right here, I mean, Matt Diegas is Shamad and Christian Alisea played for me at St. John the Baptist. You have Sebastian, Koshi. DeCaro was supposed to be here, but he couldn't be here today. But, I mean, the league's tough. It's a gauntlet, and it's tough to get through. I mean, there's a lot of really talented players in our league. So it's really nice to see, you know, a few of these guys get the chance to play here in this game, too, as well.
What does it speak to the depth of the league that a team like Holy Trinity could go out and win the whole state championship this year as a 5 seed?
Yeah, I mean, in the beginning of the year, too, and you know, we're always close and we always talk, we said that if you told me anybody 1 through 7 would have won the league this year, I wouldn't have been surprised at all. Danny does an amazing job with those guys, and I was happy to see him, get a chance to go on and win a state championship and represent Long Island for us. But it just really goes to show you that, even as a 5 seed in our league, and I guess a lot of other leagues you have a 5 seed that, probably wouldn't get a chance to go that far. But it really just shows you the depth, of our league and the talent that's there, that a 5 seed was able to go win the state championship. And like I said, he did an amazing job with his guys, and they're always prepared to play. And the difference between, this year, the difference between the 1 and the 5 seed really wasn't too much. I think it wound up being a game or a game and a half. So, I really wasn't surprised when they won it all. They're very talented. They're very, very, very well coached, and he does a great job with those guys.
Talked a lot about tonight, the growth of Long Island baseball and how it's ever evolving. Somebody that you're close with from St. John the Baptist, Logan O'Hoppe, has made his way into the major league ranks. He's one of 30 men to hold a starting catching position. Obviously, he's injured right now, but what does it mean to see him as a St. John the Baptist product make it with such success to the major league level?
I mean, there's really no words for it. I remember, going to the, when he got called up and just kind of seeing his name on the big screen. It's, every step of the way along, when he's going up the ranks, it was cool, but that was kind of like a wow, moment. And I think it was a really good moment for Long Island baseball, too, because a lot of these kids get a chance to look up to a guy like that. And I'm more, anything that he does in the field, I'm more proud of the person that he is. He carries himself the right way, and he really represents Long Island baseball the right way.
Could it have happened to a better guy?
Oh, 100%. I mean, just his makeup is off the charts. So I think that's the thing that a lot of guys, obviously the talent's there, that a lot of the guys in the organization rave about is the way he goes about and carries himself and the way he handles the pitching staff and just all the things that go into being a great teammate. And that's what we're really proud of at St. John the Baptist is a lot of those guys speak so highly of him, of everything that he does off the field too as well.
Players like Christian Alisea this year. I know Rocco Samino was a big part of your guys' year this year. What do players like that do for your guys' program in terms of growing it?
They're leaders. So, listen, we didn't have the best results this year from, a record standpoint, but they did a really good job laying the foundation for the young players that we have. And, we had a lot of young guys this year. We had a starting shortstop that was a freshman. So we were a young team, but they did a really good job, showing guys the ropes and how to go about and carry yourself and what it means to be the St. John the Baptist player and really what it means to compete in this league. Day in and day out when you face the competition that we face every day, it's tough. But they did a really good job showing those younger guys, what it's about and how to handle themselves the right way.
Nick Rizzo cruising a little bit here, loses Sean Britt as he walks. What does it mean that we can, as a baseball community, to see players come together like this from different counties? You don't really see it until LI Championship. Obviously, you guys cross county in your Catholic League, but for players of this caliber to come together for such a great cause, what does that mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's really cool, too. Obviously, the cause is the most important thing that we're here for, too. But there's a lot of guys that, you hear and you kind of see some of the highlights, but you don't necessarily get a chance to see them play in the game. I've had a few of these guys in summer ball, so I've seen them play. There's a couple kids that, I haven't got a chance to see play live. And it's really eye-opening, the amount of talent that these guys have. It's pretty impressive, and it's really cool that, we come all together one night and really showcase the best seniors that Long Island has to offer. So, I mean, I've seen a couple of guys. Friend, I didn't really see him get a chance to play a lot, but he's really, really impressed me. Dom Carbone's I'd never got a chance to see him pitch live, but that kid's got some serious upside. He's real quick twitch. I think he's going to have a great, great college career. But it's really cool to see a lot of these guys that, you never get a chance to see play live. So it's a real cool special event.
Well, Nick Rizzo strikes out Andrew Lenski. Coach, I want to thank you for coming on and saying a few good words.
Appreciate you guys covering the game. Thank you very
Absolutely.
much. All right.
Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. Thank you.
For Nassau in the top of the 8th inning, no runs, no hits, no errors. 1 runner left on base. We move to the bottom of the 8th.
7-4 in favor of Suffolk.
Sean Costello into the game now for Nassau County. Another pitcher from Seaford going to be attending Pace. He was the Nassau A4 Pitcher of the Year in 2022. They were the Class B Long Island runner-ups. He's going to deal with 4-5-6 Carbone Carson Clark. It's Dominic Carbone, after a good pitching outing, he's behind 0-2 at the plate. This is actually Frank Romano taking an at-bat here in place of Carbone. Romano lines this one back the middle, and he has himself a single. Nice piece of two-strike hitting there for Frank Romano in his first at-bat of the game.
Suffolk County, number 4, Chris Carson.
Trying to give Suffolk County a little insurance in their possible last time up at the plate. Chris Carson, 2 for 3 tonight. A double, an RBI single, 2 runs scored. Popped out to short his last time up. Carson pops this one up over short. Moving back on this one is Sweeney, and he makes a sliding catch. Moving away from the ball. So back-to-back pop outs to the shortstop for Carson. That'll bring Brady Clark back to the plate, 0 for 2 with a walk, also scored a run.
Now batting for Suffolk County, number 13, Brady Clark.
Suffolk has not scored since the 3rd inning, but they scored enough that they've been able to hold this lead as Romano takes off for second base. Ball hits him and then hits the second baseman, Emoff. Emoff appears to be okay. Romano is okay. He now stands at second base with 1 out. Clark at the dish. Costello trying to hold the game where it is. The next pitch, breaking ball, misses upstairs. Clark taps this one over. Costello fields, flips to first, and retires Clark.
Now batting for Suffolk County, number 5, Anthony Scarabino.
Scarabino now with a runner on third, 2 away. Gonna take his crack at it. 1 for 3 tonight, and he grounds one back the middle. Base hit and another RBI for Anthony Scarabino, his 3rd of the game. Scarabino now 2 for 4. 2 singles, a run scored, 3 RBIs. And Suffolk now has extended the lead 8-4. Pickoff attempt. Scarabino dives back safely. This is Aiden Murphy back up to the dish. 0 for 2 with a walk. 2 stolen bases. First pitch to Murphy. Misses down in the dirt. pitch, Murphy pops this one into center. Cuccinella moving under it, settles and makes the catch. And that'll do it. Suffolk scores a run on 2 hits, no errors, no 1 runner left on base. The end of 8 innings. 8-4 Suffolk County. One last chance for Nassau. Do they have a rally in them? We will see. One last break here at the Bryan Bonin Grand Slam Challenge live on DLI Sports Network.
Leading off the top of the 9th inning for Nassau County, number 15, Michael Cuccinella.
This is it. One last chance for Nassau. They need 4 runs, and Michael Cuccinella set to start it off against Nick Rizzo. He takes ball 1 up and in. 4 runs to keep it going, 5 to take a lead, but regardless, if they score 4 or more, Suffolk will get one last at bat, or the Suffolk All-Stars can close it out right here on the left arm of Nick Rizzo. 1-1. Cut on and missed. Next pitch just misses outside. Rizzo thought he had it. Alisea tried to frame it, but the umpire wouldn't buy. 2-2. That time he gets the call on the corner, strike 3. 1 away here in the 9th. Back to the top of the order we go. Tim Hennig back up for his 5th plate appearance. He's 1 for 3 with a walk. He takes strike 1. He drove in the 3rd run for Nassau in that 3-run 4th that propelled them a little bit back into this game. Just have not been able to fully close the gap. They do get one last crack at it here. 1-1 to Hennig. Catches the outside corner. And it's a 1-2 count. Next pitch downstairs. Rizzo went off speed there, and Hennig would not bite. With a win, Suffolk looks to improve to 9-7 all-time in the Bryan Bonin Grand Slam Challenge. Next pitch from Rizzo catches the corner. Another looking 3rd strike, and there are 2 away. Last chance for Nassau will be Mike Sweeney. 1 for 2 tonight, hit by a pitch twice. Scored a run back in the 7th, and he cuts and misses there.
Batting for Nassau County, number 7, Mike Sweeney.
Sweeney swings and misses again, and Nassau is down to their last strike. Rizzo deals. The 0-2 fouled away. Alisea thought he had it there. Rizzo's 0-2 popped foul. Counts 1 and 2. So we'll get a 6th pitch in this at bat. It was a 6-run 3rd inning. Propelled Suffolk to this lead. Rizzo looking to close it out. And we'll get a 7th pitch in the at bat. Sweeney is staying alive. It'll be another 1-2 from Nick Rizzo. East Islip High School misses outside. Rizzo going to be going to Stony Brook. East Islip is the runner-up to West Babylon, the eventual LI Class A champs in the Conference 3 finals, as Rizzo gets strike 3. He strikes out the side to end it, and Suffolk County has won the Bryan Bonin Grand Slam Challenge. They take it over the Nassau All-Stars by a final of 8-4. Six-run 3rd propels Suffolk to the victory as they are able to hold off the push from Nassau, who scored 4 unanswered runs at one point.
Has taken the 2023 edition of the Bryan Bonin Grand Slam Challenge. And stick around as we'll have a small trophy ceremony and award ceremony coming up in just a few short minutes.
The players shake hands. We're going to stick around for a little bit as we're going to get player of the game, pitcher of the game, defensive player of the game. We will see who will be awarded those honors.
Will Mr. and Mrs. Bonin please make their way down to the field? Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for our award ceremony. The offensive player of the game in the 2023 edition of the Bryan Bonin Grand Slam Challenge will go to Connecticut's Anthony Scarabino.
Anthony Scarabino, offensive player of the game here at the Bryan Bonin Grand Slam Challenge. Scarabino 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs and a run scored. A fantastic day for the Connecticut player.
Now moving on to the pitcher of the game. The pitcher of the game in this 2023 edition of the Bryan Bonin Grand Slam Challenge is Justin Peralta from Southside.
Justin Peralta getting the pitcher of the game honors. Struck out 2 in the 5th. in the middle of that 13 up, 13 down stretch for Nassau.
Defensive player of the game, which he started a 5-5-2 double play in the third inning. It goes to Jack Friend of Ward Melville.
Jack Friend, a great double play to end the third inning when Nassau was threatening. A 5-5-2 double play, nabbed the runner at home on the run, and he is the defensive play of the game. The players are going to line up one last time, take a quick picture. As they do that, that'll do it for us here on the LI Sports Network. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to the Bryan Bonin Grand Slam Challenge. Hope everyone has a good night, and we will see you next time right here on the LI